ciencia.
Nella ciencia.
Taters. Okay. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Shift. One moment. Okay, there we go. Okay, and let me see. Let me make sure I got the kick chat going. Hey, Sun Dormant. That shizzle up in there too. All right, there we go. Okay, and let's see. I got YouTube going. And then I got my chat. Okay, so I got all three chats going. And then I got kick chat behind me. So there's that. So I have been busy. I didn't even, dude. It's like such a slow news day. I said, okay, guys, I'm gonna upload a political video. Dude, I couldn't find nothing to talk about. Nothing that I was interested in. And I'm not a clickbait person, so I was like, you know how some political pundits like do clickbait. So, you know, if they don't have nothing going on, I was like, nah, that ain't even me. I couldn't even do a clickbait if I wanted to. So I didn't even upload a video. I just like, okay, well, that's fine. So I went home. And there's that. But I do want to get hipped on the Diddy trial. But before I do that, I noticed I haven't been hearing anything from Kanye lately. Let's go to Sneeko updates, because of course Sneeko would know what's going on with Kanye. Because I'm like, I told y'all Kanye is in Spain hiding. I don't know why he's hiding, but I noticed that. Hold on a second. Let me see. 20 hours. Like, why am I seeing all of these video? Where is Kanye at? Like, if you go through, normally when you used to go through Sneeko's feed, you used to see nothing but Kanye stuff. You will see Kanye all in there. Now, May the 21st. Let me see. When was the last time Kanye been in the... Dude, what in the world? Oh my God. Okay, May the 19th. May the 18th. Okay, that's old because that's when he was in America. Okay, what? Okay, here's something. May the 16th. Oh, that's when they said that Sneeko was dating Bianca's sister, which is a lie. Dude, where is Kanye? Where is Kanye? Where is Kanye? You mean wait a minute, May the 15th? Okay, that's the Hitler song. '13th. Okay, that's old. That's old. That's old. Chat, do you see this? Something's going on. I'm gonna have to do some investigating. Cause hold on, we should be getting here with, like, Sneeko is like putting up all this old stuff from when he was in America. Okay, doing the asthma gold. Okay, this got to be Kanye right here, May the 8th, right? Yeah, here we go. So this is the last time you had. This the last time you had Kanye in the thing.
About, and we might need to like pause.
Okay, yeah. So this is the last time you saw Kanye was when it's in May the 7th, and this is when he was talking to Low IQ Aiden Ross, by the way. Hold on a second.
Because, by the way, you might not want to play this whole thing, but the world needs this, though. The world needs this. So
what?
The world needs the new Ye song that they're asking about, and we might need to like pause on this and expand. We might need to do an in-person 10-day.
Dude, ain't nobody asking about your stupid song. That nitrous is just... I'm not making this up. Nitrous literally kill your brain cells. Imagine being on this crazy Looney Tunes side.
Unpack or something, a retreat or something on all of these elements. You know, I mean, thank you for giving me that platform, but I got to get this song out and I got to get some sleep, but I'm down to talk. I'm down to talk it out because you know you're going to pop your shit and be like, this off. Because, by the way, you might not want to play this whole thing, but the world needs...
Okay, that's blue. So, he hasn't been... Sneeko is still in Spain. hold on. I know Kanye is still in Spain though. Kanye has to still be in Spain. Wait. Hold on a second. I'm telling y'all, Kanye is on the run. Kanye West. Kanye is still on the run. I don't know why and from where, but he on the run from something. Hold on, let's see where he at. So Kanye West embraces anti-Semitism video timeline. I'm done with anti-Semitism. Ye declares mourning after. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Chat, do you see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? Chat, y'all don't see this, do you? Y'all don't see this, right? What in the... Ye claims he's done with anti-Semitism after FaceTime call with kids. Forgive me for the pain I caused. This is the second time he said this. By the way, please don't take nothing seriously what this crazy low IQ man is saying. I know y'all gonna no, he used to be a musical genius. You all need to research how nitrous really destroys your brain. This man is Looney Tune. He'll never get unsupervised visitation from his kids. Ain't no court or no lawyer or no judge is going to allow that, especially all of the shenanigans he been up to. And I wish y'all stopped thinking that Bianca is like held captive. Y'all, oh God, dude. I sometimes I just shake my head and y'all thinking that just because this woman ain't saying nothing that she's the victim. She's far from a damn victim. Daggone it. Like, stop feeling sorry for the villains. Her and Kanye are villains. Y'all think a grown-ass woman is being forced to walk around naked like that? And come on, how come I can't get off of here? Okay, here we go. All right, let me read this for a second. The morning after the shooter killed 2 Israeli embassy aides at a Jewish event in Washington, D.C., incendiary rapper Ye took to X with an unexpected message. I am done with anti-Semitism. Yeah, right. Sure. Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, has become well known for anti-Semitic rants and provocations, including a song he debuted earlier this month titled Hail Hitler. In February, Ye doubled down on his anti-Semitic sentiments, declaring in a post on X, I'm never apologizing for my Jewish comments. Then he says, but in a string of posts Thursday morning after the deadly shooting, he appeared to have had a change of heart. I'm telling you, he will get right back on the anti-Semitism, hate Jews, jealous of Jews train next week. Just give it some time. This man is unpredictable and crazy. From around 6 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., Ye shared 11 posts with sentiments of repentance, including God forgive me for the pain I've caused and God calls for peace. He did not specifically mention the shooting allegedly carried out by a man who shouted free Palestine, Palestine don't exist, while arrested. Ye recently posted pro-Palestinian sentiments as well. Under Ye's post disavowing anti-Semitism, some users decried his earlier antics connecting them to the Capitol Jewish Museum shooting. You are complicit in the murder of 2 people last night who were killed because they were thought to be Jewish. You brought hate into this world and lost people believe your crap talking. At the end of his spree, Ye posted a preview of his new song titled Alive with rapper Youngboy Never Broke Again. Is that his name? Hold on. Who's here up on the rap artist? Is this guy name really called Youngboy Never Broke Again? Morgan, is that his name? His whole name is called Youngboy Never Broke Again? Oh, okay. Where's all the guys? We used to have who was that guy? There was, we used to have a guy that was in the chat who was hip on all of the rap. So anyway, okay. It was not the first time that Ye has professed that he had changed his way. See? Told you this is not his first time doing this. So do not trust this guy. He will flip on you quick. Flip on you like a dime. In 2023, he posted it on Instagram that Jewish actor Jonah Hill 2012 movie 21 Jump Street made him like Jewish people again. Quote, no one should take anger against one or two individuals, transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. West wrote in an Instagram caption accompanying an image of a movie poster. Less than 2 years later, he erupted again with he's gonna erupt again with more anti-Semitic stuff. Dude, please. And then this boy is gone. Oh, is that the end of the article? See, the problem with Jews right now is that you don't... I'm sorry. One thing black people have taught everybody else is might makes right. Because you cannot possibly tell me that Jews are more of an issue than us. The difference between the Jews and black people kick your ass or bang you, unalive you. The worst thing a Jewish person can do is debank you. That's the worst thing they can do. And that's like, I'm like, damn. So, nobody's, and the power that they have, you would have thought that they would have shut a lot of stuff down that has caused the hatred towards them to increase, like Twitch, like Hassan on Twitch. So, I mean, jeez. Like, what in the world? Tyler. Hold on. I don't think you probably don't know. Tyler, is this guy named you're not in, wait a minute. Tyler, are you into hip hop? Do you know about the hip hop artists? I got off the article. Is this guy named, oh shoot, Youngboy Never Broke Again? Is that his real name? That's the rapper name, not his. Oh my God, no shit, Sherlock. What am I not? Why are y'all telling me his real name? I don't care about his real name. I am literally talking about his rapper name. I want to know, is the guy rapper name young? What did I say? I'm literally asking about the rapper name. He has all those words as a rapper name. I don't give a damn about his. Really? That's his. Young boy never gonna be. Never broke again? Really? Oh, he's called NBA Young Boy. Oh, see, I told you. There you go, Nate. That's it. That's who I was looking for. See, I told you. I said, guy. There's a guy. I said, there's a guy in my chat who's hip on all of this, and that's him. His name is Nate Maxwell. That's his ass. There you go. I was like, guys, where is the guy that's hip on all of the hip hop shit? I was like, where is he? He's always in my chat, right? And he always, no, it's not called that. It's not called like, so that's him. Okay, he's called NBA Young Boy. Okay. And NBA stands for Never Broke Again. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, God, dude. All right. What's up, TJ? I didn't. Okay, TJ's hip on it too. No, Maxwell. Nate already told us. So, oh, thanks, TJ. I'll ask you next time. I'm just sitting here like, that boy name cannot be that long, right? I'm like, really? Jeez. What a dumb name. But I guess, if you want to make some affirmations, I guess, what I'm saying, you're going to call yourself Never Broke Again. Okay. You put it out in existence. Okay. Oh man. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's catch up on some Diddy stuff, right? Let's see. Let's look at this one right here. God, I don't know if Court TV does copyright content takedown. I'm not sure. But I'm trying to figure out. I know Law and something don't mind. But I don't know if Court TV does it or not. Wait. Yeah. Well, we about to find out, chat. But if you all listening to the post video of this, and all of a sudden everything I said after this is taken down, that's because they got me. They did a content match saying, "Give us your money," and I had to erase it out. Okay, here we go.
Incidents in which she witnessed Sean Combs.
Hold on. What in the world?
On Richard, and she was testifying about numerous incidents in which she witnessed Sean Combs being violent toward Cassie Ventura.
Before the weekend, you testified regarding an incident involving an egg skillet in 2009 at Mr. Combs' residence. Do you recall that?
Yes.
You also testified that the following day, Mr. Combs called you back to his residence and made certain statements to you. Do you recall that?
Yes.
Can you please?
Oh, I like how they got this broken down, where they have, what's her name? Dawn Richard. Hold on, I'm gonna read it. Just in case they're gonna content ID strike me. Can you please remind the jury the statement that Mr. Combs made to you at the time? And Andrea said that the relationship that he had, that incident of passion, that Cassie was okay, and that if we say anything, that we could go missing. I swear, I don't know if people will believe him or they'll be like, they were that scared of Puffy, but probably so. They probably thought he was dangerous. What did you understand him to mean? That we could die? Mr. Richards, how did you react when Mr. Combs threatened you in this manner? I didn't react at all, with shock, but also scared because it was our first time really getting started to record, and that was my first time really being in a group with everybody, and I couldn't believe that this would be the beginning of the journey for us. Well, maybe, but journey and end if you really ask me. Okay. Okay. The group you are referring to, Richard, is called Diddy Dirty. Wait a minute. The group you're referring to, Miss Richards, is Diddy Dirty Money? Yes, Dirty Money. Dirty Money. There was a group called Dirty Money? Oh, it sure was. Huh. Oh! Those two chicks. Oh, okay. Oh, I remember them. Okay. I didn't know they were called Dirty Money. Following the incident in Mr. Combs' residence 2009, did you continue to see Miss Ventura while she was a member of Diddy Dirty Money? I did. Generally, where would you see her? In the studio, in hotels, events that we would have, performances we would have, and in the house as well. Car. Generally, how frequently would you see Miss Ventura? Frequently. After the incident, Mr. Combs' Los Angeles residents, were there other occasions when you observed acts of violence between Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura? And she says, yes. How frequent did you observe Mr. Combs being violent with Miss Ventura? Very frequent. He beat her ass all the time. Can you please describe for the jury what you observed generally? He would punch her, choke her, drag her, slap her in the mouth. I saw him kick her, punch her in the stomach. Prior to the witnessing those incidents, were you able to observe the interaction between Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura? And she says, yes. And generally, based on your observation, what would you prompt these acts of violence? It varied. It could be Cassie speaking up for herself. It could be random, like we wouldn't even know where it came from. It could be if she wanted to perform or she had opinions about something. It just varied. And when she stated it, and when you state that it happens sometimes when Miss Ventura would speak up for herself, can you describe what you mean by that? And she says, Cass is like quiet. She would be quiet. She had a quiet demeanor. She was soft, and when she would have those moments of like trying to stick up for herself, trying to be more for herself, and he wasn't having that. He would hurt her for it. Well, you also testified that the members from his security staff would observe these incidents. Is that correct? Yes. Can you specify, Miss Richards, who from Mr. Combs' security staff witnessed the incident? D-Rock and Bonds. And can you please describe what D-Rock's role was for Mr. Combs? He was the bodyguard. He was also really close to Puff, like they were very close, like brothers. How would D-Rock and Bonds react to the incident and violence that they observed? They wouldn't react. They wouldn't do anything. Did you ever observe Miss Ventura with injuries after those instances of abuse? Yes. Where on her body? Her face. When I say face, her eyes, her lips, her arms, her knees. Damn, how you mess up the knees, dude? How, if at all, would Miss Ventura attempt to cover up and hide these injuries? With makeup, clothing, and sometimes sunglasses. Where was there a time that you and Miss Ventura and Mr. Combs were in Mr. Combs' New York residence? Correct. What happened while you were there in the residence? Kalina and I were in the bathroom getting ready. doing our makeup, and Puffy and Cassie were in the hallway arguing. When did you observe happen next? He punched her in the face. Did he punch her with an open or closed fist? It was a closed fist. Dude, ain't no way. I be listening. Let me tell y'all something. I listen to a lot of this testimony, and I said to myself, I just don't understand how any woman would let this man punch her, break ribs, break like put bruises, like knots on her head for years. I said that's some straight up self-hatred, dude. That's some straight, yes, TJ, we ain't talking about for a couple of weeks or a month. We talking about years, dude. You can never get me to hate myself that much to have some man hit me with his fist, kick me in the ribs and the stomach and all that other stuff. It's bad enough that he pee and stuff all over her face too, but damn, girl, getting hit in the face with a closed fist. This is a grown ass man. Yeah, her self-esteem is in hell. Jeez. After Mr. Combs punched Miss Ventura in the face with a closed fist, how did she respond? She came into the bathroom crying. He walked off angry, and she came in the bathroom, and we were with her, and it was really quiet. You could see her upset, like she was hurt. She was embarrassed. Yeah, I guess you would be. Mrs. Richards, what, if anything, would you discuss with Miss Ventura about her music career? She wanted to put out her album, and I told her I would write for her. She wanted to do more modeling. She wanted to do well with her career. And I, myself, and Kalina, we encouraged her to do that. We wanted to support her in any way that we could. Okay. Did you observe or any discussion between Miss Ventura and Mr. Combs about those career goals? Yes. And how, if at all, would Mr. Combs respond to those discussions? Mr. Combs didn't like that. We knew, and we talked to Cassie, and oftentimes we would pay for it. Mr. Richards, could you describe what, if anything, you recall Mr. Combs saying to Miss Ventura in those discussions? Like it was coming, but when he say it would come, he would also tell her like he owned her, and it was always wait for her. What does that mean? What was Mr. Combs' demeanor in those discussions? Sometimes it was just a moment of like, wait your turn, and it was regular. And then other times it was violent and volatile. And we would have to see that. Mr. Richards, what, if anything, would you tell Miss Ventura after witnessing acts of physical abuse? We told her to leave, oh dumb heifer. We told her to get the hell out of there. How would Miss Ventura react when you told her she would leave? Cassie looked torn, like she would listen, but I could see the fear. I don't buy this fear stuff. She did eventually leave. She was scared, but nothing happened to her. So I'm just saying, like, unless he was holding you hostage, which, there was a couple times he did. Once you escaped, you could have just like freed yourself. Like, damn. Oh, you know why she didn't free herself? Because he had video recordings of her at the freak off. I forgot about that. And what, if anything, did I read this already? He didn't like it when Kalina and I would talk to Cassie because she would tell him, and then he would come and we would pay for it. Oh, she got a big mouth. What, if any, threats would Mr. Combs make to you? Y'all are going to pay for it. It's always you do this or else something bad will happen to you. It was always that, like a threat that if you didn't stay in line, there was consequences and repercussions, baby.
Consequences.
What was Mr. Combs's demeanor when he made these threats?
Sometimes it was a stern, like, moment to say it, and other times it was loud, angry, violent, and like, it's mean. It was mean.
Did anyone else speak to you specifically about your discussions with Ms. Ventura?
Yes.
Who was that?
Harve Pierre.
And what, if anything, would Mr. Pierre tell you?
Harve said it gets dark and lonely. And Mr. Combs used to say this too. It gets dark and lonely if you don't listen. It was very much like, y'all need to listen to him. Y'all don't want to deal with what happens if you don't. And that was stated by Harve and Mr. Combs.
What did you understand that when Mr. Pierre and Mr. Combs said it gets dark and lonely?
I had seen and witnessed brutality in a way that I had to believe that if the person that was supposedly in love with did what he did to her, what would he do to an employee? I imagine it would be worse than that.
How did you respond to these threats?
I saw what if you spoke out looked like, so I would oftentimes approach Mr. Combs like with softness and like, hey, how are you? It was always very much like, if I do it this way, I maybe will have a better chance than what the other way looked like.
Did you continue to try to intervene in Mr. Combs's relationship?
No. I made a decision that it would be best for the safety of myself to not interfere, because I don't think she was ready to really do anything.
No, because all she was going to do is snitch to him about it. Puffy, you can't be hating me because I talked to her and she said you a meanie and you're going to pay for it and this, that, and the other. Like, oh. Dude, like, I'm just saying, like, dude, come on now. Come on. For real. Like, damn.
Ms. Richard, directing your attention now to the following year in 2010, did there come a time that you were in a restaurant in West Hollywood, California, with Mr. Combs and Ms. Ventura?
Yes.
What happened at that restaurant?
Mr. Combs punched Cassie in the stomach.
While you were employed by Mr. Combs, did you ever observe him using drugs?
Yes.
What kinds of drugs?
Weed, ketamine, cocaine, Molly, E.
Damn.
Approximately how often did you observe him taking those drugs?
Often.
Who, if anyone, would deliver the drugs to the studio?
There was this guy named One Stop that used to come in the studio.
Isn't that a perfect name for a drug dealer? I'm sorry, that is the perfect name for a drug dealer. You ain't gotta go nowhere, man. I'm your one stop. That's why my name is One Stop. I'm your one stop to all your drug needs. You know what I'm saying? I got your Molly. I got your ketamine. I got your cocoa. I got your weed. I got all kinds of weed for you if you want you. Okay, I got that hash for you, know what I'm saying? I got even a little bit of alcohol, some pills, you know what I'm saying? And you want some pills? I got some. Listen, when I say I'm your one-stop, I'm your one-stop. Okay, baby? You know?
Did you observe where he stored the drugs?
Yeah, he had this Louis Vuitton pouch, travel toiletry bag that he would put the drugs in.
When, if at all, would you observe Mr. Combs traveling with that Louis Vuitton pouch?
That Louis Vuitton pouch went everywhere from domestic to overseas.
Who would you observe carrying the Louis Vuitton pouch?
It could be his assistants or himself.
While you were working for Mr. Combs, when, if ever, did you see him with a weapon on his person?
A few times.
What kind of weapon did you observe on his person?
It looked like a handgun.
Who, if anyone else, working for Mr. Combs carried handguns or guns?
His bodyguards.
Ms. Richard, is your lawsuit against Mr. Combs still pending?
It is.
And are you aware of—
Oh, is she suing him too? How many people suing Diddy? Y'all, he ain't gonna have no money when he get found guilty. He ain't gonna have no more money. What in the hell? No sad?
the details of any settlement negotiations with Mr. Combs?
No, I'm not.
Are you aware of how much money, if at all, has been requested to settle the suit?
No, I'm not.
As a result of your testimony here today, Ms. Richard, are you expecting any compensation?
I'm expecting justice.
Are you expecting any compensation, Ms. Richard?
From this?
From your testimony?
No.
Would you agree with me that over the few times that you sat down and—
Hold on. So this is Nicole this is supposed to be like the star attorney for Diddy. So she's gonna be a little bit more. Okay, got it. Anyway, this is supposed to be like the big time defense team for Puff.
Spoke with the government that your allegations, the ones that you've testified to today, have changed over time?
No, I think they've been as best as I can recall.
You think they've been consistent?
As best as I can recall.
When you met with the government, didn't you tell them that Mr. Combs actually hit Ms. Ventura with a frying pan?
I said he attempted to hit her with a frying pan.
I didn't ask you that. Did you actually tell the government not that he attempted to hit her, that he did hit her?
Yes.
You told the government that?
That he hit her, yes.
And you agree with me that there's a major difference between attempting to hit someone with a frying pan and actually hitting them? You agree with that?
Yes.
But you gave 2 different stories, didn't you?
I did the best that I could to recall.
And isn't it true that you told the prosecutors that he actually threw eggs at her?
I don't recall saying it.
You agree that throwing eggs and then setting the pan down is different than hitting someone with a pan, right?
I do.
And you agree that hitting someone with a pan is very different than attempting to hit someone with a pan, right?
Correct.
You would agree that you told multiple different stories?
No, I would agree that I told it to the best of my recollection, and it was as close as I could give it.
You go, girl, okay? You go. Don't let her trip you up like that.
To the best of your recollection, you have about 4 different recollections on what may have happened that day?
No, I don't.
Now, you testified on Friday, and you furthered that testimony today, and you explained to us that Mr. Combs called you to the studio the next day, right?
He did?
And that you went to the studio, Mr. Combs locked the door, and he told you this was a love and passion thing, right?
Correct.
And he told both of you, you better not say anything because where I'm from, people go missing.
Correct.
And although that's what you're saying here in trial, you would agree with me that even in your second interview, you didn't mention that?
I mentioned it. Whether or not, I don't know what the notes were taken. I don't know. I can't know what the notes are going to be taken. Sorry.
Ms. Richard, isn't it true that the first time that you mention and allege that Mr. Combs told you people go missing was a week ago on May 10th, 2025?
No, ma'am.
Now, you testified that you saw Mr. Combs with a gun?
Yes.
And I don't want to misquote you. You said a few times.
Yes.
You were around Mr. Combs from 2004 to 2011. Pretty close proximity, you would say?
Yes.
So over several years, you saw a gun a few times?
Yes.
You told us once, studio, that's what you said?
The studio and sometimes the club.
You never saw Mr. Combs pull a gun out and cock it back or anything?
No.
You never saw Mr. Combs load bullets in a gun or anything like that?
No.
Matter of fact, you've never seen Mr. Combs pull a gun out?
Just had it on him.
Just had it on him?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what is this supposed to move? He's not supposed to have a gun on him. He didn't have a license for it. Oh my God, you didn't have it. You didn't pull it out? He didn't go bang bang. I shot you down. What is this? What is this? His lawyers don't have nothing, so they're just going this route.
Let's talk about your testimony in reference to how threatened.
Oh, see, look at that. She just went on to something else. Oh God, these people getting paid a whole bunch of money, but at least it's Diddy's money, right?
You felt by Mr. Combs. You were scared?
Yes.
So you separated in 2011, meaning you went on as a solo artist, right?
Correct?
And so you were no longer with or around Mr. Combs like that, right?
Correct.
And I mean, you being pretty scared and so fearful in fear of your life after 2011, you were away from him, right?
Correct.
And I'm sure you, being pretty fearful and scared of him, that once you were able to get away from him, you definitely wouldn't want to come back, right?
Correct.
But you would agree with me that you actually asked Mr. Combs to come back, didn't you?
Not to come back? No.
Isn't it true that Mr. Combs didn't just reach out to you, you reached out to him?
Correct.
And so you would agree with me that there is a difference between Mr. Combs reaching out to you and you responding to him, as opposed to you reaching out to him?
Correct.
And you were so scared of him, right?
Yes.
So you would agree with me that you reached out to Mr. Combs, and one of the reasons that you reached out to Mr. Combs was to work with him again?
Yes.
I want you to help us understand. Mr. Combs had threatened you?
Mm-hmm.
You perceived the threats as death threats?
Yes.
Feared for your life?
Yes.
Scared?
Yes, ma'am.
You're away from him 2011, but then you asked him to come work with him again?
Mm-hmm.
And shortly after Ms. Ventura filed suit, you filed suit yourself, right?
Correct.
Oh, that was pretty good. Okay. Okay. That would. Sorry, Chad. That would, you gotta give it to the lawyer on that one.
And it is your want to get a lot of money from Mr. Combs, correct?
No.
No.
So you're not filing a lawsuit to get money?
I'm filing a lawsuit to get compensated for the work that I've put forth.
And you would agree with me that your definition of compensation is money?
Yes, correct.
That was pretty good, chat. Court TV is as long as they don't strike me, they're gonna be a constant. I may have to watch them on a constant basis, dude. That was pretty good. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We got one more. We got a couple more. What is this here? Oh, okay. Let's watch. This is pretty short. And then we got another one after this.
Explosive day of testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial.
That's right. Today, another famous person took the stand. Let's get right to Fox 8's Linda Schmidt outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Linda.
Yeah, first of all, good evening to both of you. And the famous person you're talking about testifying today is rapper Kid Cudi. Now, he testified that he had met with Sean Combs after Combs threatened to blow up his car, and then his Porsche was in fact firebombed, apparently by a Molotov cocktail. Go ahead, take a look at this video here, because this is Kid Cudi arriving at federal court here in Lower Manhattan earlier today. He is the one wearing the black leather jacket and is smoking a cigarette. Now, he testified about his brief relationship with Combs' ex-girlfriend Cassie back in 2011 after she and Combs had broken up. Cassie has already testified that Combs flew into a jealous rage and threatened to blow up Cudi's car. Now, here are some of the pictures of the blown up Porsche. A makeup artist for A-list celebrities also testified in court today. She said that Cassie was like a little sister to her. She testified that back in 2010, during the Grammy Awards weekend, she saw an angry Combs barge into a hotel suite at the Beverly Hills Hotel and into Cassie's bedroom. She heard them screaming, she said. Combs then left, and she saw Cassie, quote, she had a swollen eye, a busted lip, and knots on her head. The makeup artist then goes on to say, to explain why they did not call the police or go to the hospital, saying that Cassie did not want to do that, and that, quote, I was afraid of Sean. I feared for my life. And then there was another witness today, the general manager of the luxury hotel L'Hermitage in Beverly Hills, where Combs would often stay and have his freak-off sex sessions there. The hotel's logs included a note about him saying, quote, always spills candle wax on everything and uses excessive amounts of oil. Place the room out of order upon departure for deep cleaning.
Imagine that cleaning bill where, you know, Puff is rich, right? So it doesn't even matter. All right. It doesn't. There are at least 300 civil lawsuits around, 3,000 individuals who come forward against 300 civil lawsuits. Dude, all 300 people ain't gonna get no money. Yeah, you never know about P. Diddy, especially with what had happened with Tupac shooting West Side. What did you say? Slidey. Oh, okay. I do believe with all my heart and soul, and I've always believed this. Because we've always said that Puffy has something to do with Biggie's death. Now, who has something to do with Tupac's death? I don't think Biggie had it. I mean, I don't think Puffy had anything to do with that. Because I believe Puffy feared Tupac. But he ain't feared no daggone Biggie.
Now, because of the Memorial Weekend holiday, no court tomorrow, no court on Monday, and testimony in this case will resume on Tuesday.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, let me see. I got one more here. That was funny. Candle wax and oil everywhere. Put room out of commission for deep cleaning, because this ninja is nasty.
We, of course, have been watching the Diddy trial closely. Court was not in session today.
Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah.
So we thought today would be a good day to recap the week so far and to look ahead to the week in court next week. It's going to be starting on Tuesday. There won't be any court on Monday. TMZ's Michael Babcock joining me. We spoke moments ago. Here's the conversation. All right, welcome back and live now from Fox. I'm Austin Westfall. The second week of testimony in the Diddy trial is in the books, and prosecutors continued to try and prove their racketeering case against Diddy. That was with the help of Kid Cudi this week. Cudi took to the stand on Thursday and told the jury about a couple of incidents from his love triangle with Cassie and Diddy, including a break-in at his home and a Molotov cocktail dropped in his Porsche. TMZ's Michael Babcock is here. What I want to do, Michael, is catch the folks up that perhaps weren't paying attention to the trial this week. Let's first start off with recapping what happened in the past 4 days. What did we miss if we weren't paying attention?
Hey, Austin, thanks for having me. Yeah, I mean, really interesting testimony. I think most people probably were really eagerly anticipating to hear from Cassie, which was last week, but the Kid Cudi testimony was fascinating to hear. I know we're probably going to get into that. So separate of Cudi, we heard from a couple of people, to include the Homeland Security agent who was actually in charge, Austin, of the raid, the Star Island raid, the Miami raid of Diddy's home, talking about some of the things that they found.
And while the Homeland Security agent was talking, Diddy's attorney's like, objection, rules to dismiss. We would like these charges dismissed.
During that raid, how they specifically planned the timing to coincide with Diddy not being home so there would be no interference. And they talked about finding everything from the baby oil, which has obviously been talked about ad nauseum, to drugs and guns, ammunition, parts of guns with serial numbers,
and eye drops with drugs in it as well. And let me tell you, ladies, listen. When you are in a club and you see a guy pull out eyedroppers, run. He is not using that to put eye drops in his eyes. That's used to squirt roofies or some kind of drugs into your drinks. So be careful if you see somebody with eyedroppers, especially if they are like you're at a place where they have alcoholic beverages, because it's not eye drop solution, it's drugs solution inside that eyedropper. It's just an easier way of carrying it and squirting it really quickly. What dude needs to shop at Costco's for baby lotion? I know, right, Mike?
Patched off. So they talked about all of those things that were found. We heard from a hotel manager who talked about running a place in Beverly Hills that Diddy would frequently stay at, and talked about Diddy's reputation, that they had literally made notes on his profile that
we saw the notes.
When Diddy would make a reservation, when he would check out, they would actually block off that room for a period of time, because they had seen so many times that Diddy's room needed a deep cleaning after he had, again, checked out of the room. They talked about the fact that there would be a melted candle wax all over the room. And again, that they would really need to do a deep cleaning. Now, the implication here being that these are some of the locations he had these freak-off parties, and candle wax is part of it. If you've heard any of this prior testimony here, some of the things that allegedly went on, they would take an extra $1,000 deposit from Diddy because that's how much effort had.
That's it? That's it? An extra $1,000? An extra $1,000 deposit? Dude, you better get some extra $5,000. What are you talking about?
To go into cleaning the room. We heard from executive assistants who testified to getting guns for Diddy and to driving around and looking for Suge Knight with Diddy, presumption being that he was going to confront Suge in some violent interaction. So there's been a little bit of everything, all of it trying to point, though, to Austin that this guy was He's not just a bad boyfriend. He's not just a domestic abuser, but is somebody who was essentially running a criminal enterprise. And that would then make him guilty of that racketeering charge.
I alluded to it at the top, but why are we starting to hear Kid Cudi's name involved in this?
So Cassie talked about this when she was on the stand. She had a brief romantic relationship with Kid Cudi late 2011. Now, Cudi, when he gets onto the stand the day before yesterday, he says, look, I feel like I've been played by Cassie. I was in love with her. I was really very much into her, despite the fact that this was a relatively short relationship in time. But it sounded like it was pretty serious. And he said, Cassie kind of broke my heart here. But there was some, it was a love triangle that got pretty intense for Cudi. So there was one story that he tells when he's on the stand, Austin.
I don't remember anything about Kid Cudi. Did he have a record deal? Was he a producer or what? I wonder if J-Lo has any stories. I'm sure she does, but she gonna keep her mouth shut. I bet you. I know. Oh, you talking about that? Okay, y'all talking to each other. Yeah, I bet you she got some stories, but she ain't gonna say nothing.
He gets a call from Cassie in December of 2011, very early in the morning, 5:30 or so in the morning. Cassie is frantic on the phone, and she says, Diddy just found out about us. He is really upset, and he knows where you live, and I'm worried that he's going to go and confront you and do something. So Cudi ends up leaving the house where he was in L.A., Austin, and he goes and he picks Cassie up. He gets a call a short time later from somebody who works for Diddy saying, hey, I'm outside of your house right now, and Diddy's inside. Cudi, what is this guy doing in my house? He calls Diddy. He's obviously very angry about this. He said Diddy was very calm, and he says, no problem. I just want to have a conversation with you. That happens. Now you fast forward to January of 2012. The relationship with Cassie has run its course.
I wondered, was that a setup? I wondered, did Cassie get him to come pick her up because Diddy told her to do that so he could leave the house and that he could just break on in and not get shot? That's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like it was a setup. It seemed like Cassie set that up on purpose. And because she was in love with Diddy, I wouldn't put it past her. I wouldn't put it past her to actually done that.
He gets a call, Cudi does, that his Porsche is on fire. What do you know it? Somebody had actually cut into the roof, the convertible roof of the Porsche, and dropped a Molotov cocktail onto his driver's seat, which burned the car. He calls the police. The police take an arson report. They investigate, but they're never able actually to link it back to Diddy. But Cudi has long felt that it was Diddy who did that, or somebody at Diddy's order who did this to his car. And it obviously just kind of underscores how crazy of a situation that this allegedly was.
When is the next day of court, and what do we expect in the week ahead?
Tuesday.
So they were off today, a long weekend. Obviously, Memorial Day on Monday, they will be off as well. So we're going to resume on Tuesday. We expect to hear from possibly some people from the Los Angeles Police Department. Same thing with the fire department, as well as some people who have worked for Diddy. It does also sound like that we might also hear from some other hotel workers, just because a lot of these alleged freak-offs happen at hotels. So these workers can testify to some of the things that they might have seen over the years as these parties were going on. So that's what we can look forward to next week. I don't know that there's going to be a celebrity component like there was this week, but you never know with this trial. It's been crazy so far, and we're nowhere near being done with this thing. We're not even halfway through.
Before we go, can we just put a fine point on something? Why are we not seeing Diddy anywhere? Why are we only looking at paintings of his gray-haired self in court?
Yeah, because it's I guess from an entertainment standpoint, it's unfortunate that because this is a federal case, Austin, there are not cameras allowed in the courtroom, not even still photography. So the best thing we have are these sketches from the
They're not bad sketches, though. I have to admit, well, this one is a little bad, but the most of them are not really bad sketches.
Artists, and that's unfortunately all we've got. There's obviously a galley. We've got reporters who are in there, but as far as getting any video from inside of the courthouse, unfortunately, it's not happening. If it were, you can imagine this would probably be Amber Heard and Johnny Depp on steroids. This would be just absolutely watched, I think, every second with bated breath. But federal court No cameras.
No cameras. All right. The always informative Michael Babcock joining us. Good to see you. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Thanks, Austin. You too.
Damn. All right. Well, I'm caught up. I'm caught up. All right, there, chat. So, we can talk for a little bit before I sign off. I'm working on and the video, the live stream from me and Jasmine will be up on the Patreon this coming Monday. I'll have, well, maybe Monday or Tuesday this coming, because I'm not going to do a news show on Monday. I need to really catch up on a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna take advantage of that holiday Monday to really catch up on a lot of stuff. But I probably will do a weekly recap of what's going on instead of doing it every day, because I know I can't stay dedicated to it. You know, so if this was like my only channel and this is like the only content I'm providing, then yeah, I could do it easily. But it's not. It's far from being, you know, what my only channel can do, everything like that. So hold on, who's anybody in the kick chat? Soapbox. Oh, okay. Is this somebody? Soapbox Society. Are they like releasing the transcripts every day that AI testimony was? Yes, they are. Okay, it's not that the courtroom is releasing the transcript. It's that a reporter is actually speed writing everything, and he is putting it on Twitter. That's why everybody got what went down on the court, because I forgot what's that called. Is it like shorthand? I think it's called, where you can write at the same speed that they're talking. And so there is a professional it's called shorthand. Okay. So it's a person is shorthanding. He's writing it all down, and then he puts it on. He comes back to Twitter and later on that day, and then he types it. He translates what he wrote in shorthand onto Twitter. That's brilliant. Wow, respect to the hustle of that reporter. I know, right? So that's how people are getting the transcript, is because of that reporter is actually like going line by line, and then other people just take his work and then, you know, do that. So the shorthand is called stenographer. Okay. So, and yeah, so there's that. I must admit, I've been keeping up with it. I've been keeping up with the trial, and I'm telling you, it is very interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I've been very in tune. You know? So no, that's the court person that does it lightly shorthand record. Oh, the stenographer is okay. So it's not the stenographer. Oh, the stenographer is by the court person. Well, no, this person is not from the court. This person is a reporter. So it's the reporter doing the shorthand. And no, you can't take no cell phone. You can't take no phones. Every recording device is taken. You have to go in there and with nothing, not even a laptop. You can't even go in there with anything. You can only go in there with pen and paper. And so this guy is literally taking shorthand, and he's writing all that down in his notepad. So there's that. But the transcripts are released. I think the transcripts are released several days later or something like that. But nobody cares, because it's like they got the information already. because they're not ready that fast, especially right after the trial is over. So there's that. So, okay. All right then, guys. So I'm going to shut it down because there's really nothing else I can talk about today. I'm so over the Amaranth and Nick. I am going to do my best to reach out to Nick and see if I can do a one-on-one interview. It's one crazy case. Definitely a lot to cover. There's so many people involved in it. It may not be off the rails as the YSL case, but no case ever will be. YSL. What's YSL stands for? I'm trying to think seriously. I'm like, Young Thug case? I never paid no attention to no damn Young Thug case. Y'all paying attention to the Young Thug case in Georgia? It's wild. Really? Nah. I'm good. That case is over though, right? He got found guilty, yeah? I didn't pay attention to that. Josh Johnson did a comedy skit on it. If you want to laugh, check it out sometime. For real? Hold on a second. Hold on. John, I'm sure I can't play it on YouTube. What would it be? Let's see. Let's see. Stand up. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Young Thug. Young Thug, the longest trial in. Oh, is this it? Ooh, 3.1 million. No, that can't be it. Not no 42 minutes, right? That can't be it. Dude, this guy got... Hold on. Which one is it? Is it this one? The longest trial in history? Wait a minute. It has to be this one because this has 3.1 million. Then it says Young Thug's lawyer was rapping in court. This says 784 million. And then this one is the comedy on trial. Young Thug's longest trial in history. And this is only 2.9.
But the person that's most fascinating to me is his lawyer. His lawyer is white, and he's like white. Yeah, he's like, you know that white where it's like somebody bleached your soul or something. Like you hit different levels of white we haven't seen before. He's the whitest person I've ever seen on camera. And his entire defense is fascinating because his defense of Young Thug is just say what Young Thug is accused of doing in his white voice, which does make it sound implausible. Because then he's like, Your Honor, my client has never busted a zip down. It's like, you know what? Now that you say it does sound ridiculous. Like, now that I hear it like that.
I don't know what that means. I lost my blackness. I lost my blackness. I don't know what, but oh, cool. Okay, TJ don't know what it mean either. Okay, I look like I didn't lose my blackness. Okay.
It doesn't sound like anybody does that. That's true. You should free this young man. I don't think I've ever heard of any. You know, this young man would never let the blicker spray. It's like, I don't even think that's real. You're right. But the person...
Okay. I'll check it out. Like this man gonna make me go to Urban Dictionary. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to have this in one. Listen, this is gonna be open in one tab, and the Urban Dictionary gonna be open in another tab. You know what I'm saying? That's how this is gonna work out. Cause I'm like, I'm white now. Yeah, I guess so. Cause I'm like, what? What? Urban Dictionary helps keep me up. And I'm in my mid-30s. Wow, okay, I don't feel so bad there, Spitfire. I don't feel so bad because I was like, what did he say? Josh is funny when he does it straight to liberal stuff. I never heard of this guy before in my life, actually. I don't know about these. I don't know anything about these type of comedians, but he made me chuckle, so I will check him out. I will check him out. Definitely. Okay then, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. Thank you so much for coming by. I will. I do have a video that's gonna be uploaded next week. That's for sure. So getting back to regular stuff. So there's that. But also, those of you who are part of my Patreon, the live stream we did yesterday with Jasmine and I will be uploaded on Patreon this next Monday. Okay, we got this coming Monday. So if you would like to join the Patreon, please do so, and it helps me out a lot. And yeah, I appreciate, loves ya. So okay. Gotta go. Talk to y'all later. Later, taters.